The British are here for a debate with UNT's brightest.
Denton is giving thanks across the community with their Thanksgiving drive.
And one health company has determined the healthiest and unhealthiest fast food sandwiches.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV Nightly News.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on North Texas Television. I'm Emma Burns.
And I'm Isabel Price. Well, this evening, UNT is one big issue. Okay, well, thanks guys.
UNT is experiencing their own British invasion as the UNT debate team takes on the National British Debate Team in a public debate regarding an America First policy in the United States. Oscar Chavez has more on the story. Oscar?
Yeah, I figured.
Go ahead, talk.
And say what?
One big issue that is still a hot topic of debate in Texas.
Stop. Sorry for technical difficulties.
Apologize for those technical difficulties, but thank you, Oscar. One big issue that is still a hot topic of debate here in Texas is diversity, equity, and inclusion, otherwise known as DEI. Last year, the Texas legislature restricted some elements of university DEI initiatives. Now, the Texas GOP is looking to further legislate against DEI by removing the framework from college classes. Austin reporter Michael Atkinson has more.
We sure get a cue on everything, right?
Not only have you come for our organizing, but for our curriculum.
It was at the start of the new year that Texas's Senate Bill 17 took effect, essentially ending diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives at Texas public universities. That policy focused mostly on student enrollment outreach, but now Republican state leaders may look to target university curricula.
While DEI-related curriculum and course content does not explicitly violate the letter of the law, it indeed contradicts its spirit.
Democrats have urged caution against the legislature's oversight of higher education, both in the previous DEI ban and any future expansions. But in some instances, we've already begun to see something like that.
The LGBTQ studies program, specifically. Was there a recommendation to do away with that program?
Yes, sir. There's a recommendation to do away with 52 programs.
Last week, Texas A&M's Board of Regents directed the university to end more than 4 minors and certificates on the basis of low enrollment. But that included, among other things, LGBTQ studies.
You would agree that there are members of the LGBTQ community that are in the workforce, would you not?
Yes, sir.
You'd agree that you have students, that same population on your campus?
Yes, sir.
You would agree that a lot of members of that community are in CEO and executive type positions within our workforce, correct?
Yes, sir.
The A&M decision comes after Senate Bill 17, but before the state legislature directly intervenes in higher ed curricula. It's possible, though, that new policies next session could mean all Texas universities will do something similar.
One of the biggest issues coming out of this election year is what the future holds for the morning after pills. The telehealth company Wisp offers emergency contraceptives online. The sales of those medications went up about 1,000% in just one day after Tuesday's election. The company says women are preparing for the upcoming Trump administration and the possibility that restrictions could be placed on access to emergency contraceptives.
You know, Isabel, it's been unusually hot this fall, and this weather isn't getting me in the holiday spirit just yet.
I know, but I have to admit I am enjoying the warm before the winter. But let's take it over to Alexandria Teeters to check out our current conditions. Alexandria?
Thanks, Isabel. I'll have more on what we can expect for our holiday conditions later, but right now let's take a look at our current conditions. Right now in Denton, it's 67 degrees. It feels like 67, and we've got slight winds coming in from the southeast at 7 miles per hour. Later on tonight, it'll cool off a little bit to 61. It'll feel like 61, and winds will stay the same coming in from the southeast at 7 miles per hour. Tomorrow, it'll be sunny, 74. It'll feel like 74, and we'll have some pretty strong winds coming in from the northwest at 16 miles per hour. That's all I have for you guys right now. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you so much, Alexandria. The 66th Annual Grammy Award nominations are out, and some of UNT's College of Music alums are in the running for this prestigious award. ntTV's Andre Williams is here with the story. Andre?
UNT's College of Music alum are no strangers to the Grammys, this year being no different. Sensational jazz artist and UNT College of Music alumni Norah Jones received yet another nomination this year. Her nomination in the Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album category marks her 20th one so far. Another UNT alumni also familiar with the awards, Michael League has been nominated for yet another Grammy in the category Best Arrangement Instrumental or A Cappella. He has received 8 nominations and won 6 of them through his R&B jazz fusion project, Snarky Puppy. Some past categories alumni were nominated for include Best Contemporary Christian Music Performance, Best Large Jazz Ensemble Album, and Best Choral Performance. We also have alumni LaTanya Moore and David Portillo that have nominations for Best Opera Recording, this being LaTonia's second nomination in the category after winning the award in 2022. UNT's College of Music is known for making history, including how earlier this year they got their first Latin Grammy nomination, so I just can't wait to see them sweep the floor this award season. That's all I have for this story. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Andre. Holiday shopping is in full swing, and we have the latest on your Turkey Day essentials.
And Denton needs your help to feed 350 families for Thanksgiving. Find out how by staying with us. Yeah, so what happened?
No. Why did we start on, what was going on with the camera?
Looking to open a free checking or savings account but don't know where to start? Check out DebtQ Credit Union right here on campus.
Craving something fresh, flavorful, and made just for you? Look no further than Avesta, your go-to destination for a delicious, full-service dining experience. Dive into our customizable omelets, expertly crafted by our talented cook Jonathan, who guarantees every bite is perfection. All our dishes are handmade, prepared with only the freshest ingredients. Explore our assembly line where you can choose from any of our globally inspired dishes, or customize your plate. It's that easy. And let's not forget dessert. Indulge your sweet tooth with treats from Clark Bakery. With convenient payment methods including card or flex, it's the perfect dining spot for any occasion. Quench your thirst with our wide selection of drinks. Just hand your drinking card to our friendly waiter, and they'll bring your beverage of choice right to your table. When you're done savoring every last bite, our attentive staff will whisk away your tray. Enjoy the peaceful ambiance as you dine in, or use our takeout option for a meal on the go. Avesta.
Countdown for Thanksgiving is on, and it's just about 2 weeks away. For those of us that are craving that turkey and dressing, here's some good news. Prices are going down as inflation has eased off. Karen Kafa has more from Washington.
Thanksgiving shoppers will face ups and downs in prices this year, starting with the meal's centerpiece, the turkey. After a few years of price fluctuations, Wells Fargo says fresh turkey prices are largely unchanged this year compared to last, with name brand turkey seeing a 2% decline in price from 2023. Michael Swanson, chief agricultural economist for Wells Fargo, says conditions have improved for turkey farmers as the impact of avian flu has eased.
They got through it mostly, but the good news is feed prices are way down. We've had a couple of really good harvests on corn and soybean meal. in this country so they can actually feed the birds for less.
Stuffing, however, may be a more expensive sell, with name brands up 9% and store brands up 3%, with Wells Fargo citing trailing labor and transportation costs.
It's one of those things where we're still seeing a little bit of inflation mixed in there.
And cranberries saw a bigger crop this year, pushing supply up and name brand prices down.
We see about 2% more cranberries produced this year in the United States, according to the USDA. That always helps. So we're seeing brand prices down 3%.
Acknowledging consumers' post-pandemic inflation fatigue, major retailers like Aldi, Sam's Club, and Target are all offering meal deals for gatherings of 4 to 10 people. A survey from Butterball found that 98% of consumers expect inflation to impact their holiday plans, up from 79% in 2023. Still, more than half of those surveyed didn't plan to make changes to save money. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
While prices are fluctuating this holiday season, Denton has kicked off a Thanksgiving drive to help those in need. And our live anchor, Kennedy McGregor, has more.
Thanks, Isabel. Tomorrow is World Kindness Day, a day to give more than you receive. And at Denton County Friends of the Family, they're getting a head start on the kindness. We're here behind their office on Dallas Drive, where they've committed to serving free Thanksgiving meal packages to 250 families. To make this happen, the office is requesting item donations, $25 grocery store gift cards, and purchases from their Amazon wish list, which will be sent directly to their office. Items for donation include canned fruits and vegetables, cake mixes with icing, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, those classic Thanksgiving foods. Now, if you're unable to donate with money, you can donate with your time, as the office is also requesting volunteers to help bag up meal kits the weekend before Thanksgiving. Denton County Friends of the Family's victims include individuals and their children who have survived domestic violence, rape, and sexual assault, and they receive ongoing support from Denton County Friends of the Family, especially during holiday season. Donations will be accepted to their office around this building, not this donation bin. This is for clothes, shoes, and electronics. Any food donations will go around this building to their office before this Friday, November 15th at 5 p.m. Now, we know Thanksgiving is about giving, but we also know Thanksgiving is about that tricky travel. So my colleague, Mackenzie Friedman, is here to tell us a little bit more. Mackenzie?
That's right, Kennedy. With many people wanting to visit family over Thanksgiving, you can expect a lot of traveling over Thanksgiving week. According to the Transportation Security Administration, nearly 90% of those traveling will drive to their destination, whereas 10% will fly. When it comes to Thanksgiving travel, the busiest days for the airports are the Wednesday before and the Sunday after Thanksgiving. If you want a little bit of stress taken off of you, you may want to catch an early flight the morning of Thanksgiving, as that is the least busy day to travel during the holiday season. With all this talk about airports, one thing that can always be counted on is someone losing their luggage, speaking from personal experience. Luckily, Apple has now partnered with airline companies to resolve the lost luggage issue. Apple will do this, but it's a product many people are familiar with. The Apple AirTag. The feature is a combination of the Find My app and the Apple AirTag. Users can put the AirTag on their luggage and generate a link using the Share Item Location feature. Using this link, they can now partner with third-party airlines, including Delta and United Airlines, which is just 2 of the 15 airlines partnered with this service. By using this feature, passengers can not only track their luggage, but they can find it if lost. As someone who has traveled a lot, I wish this feature was out sooner, but it's out now, so I will definitely be taking advantage of the new feature. That's all I have for fall fun. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you so much, Mackenzie. I'm definitely going to use that the next time I travel because my luggage always gets lost.
And especially traveling for the holidays. And speaking of holidays, I'm wondering how this weather will look up leading up to Thanksgiving. Hopefully Alexandria Teeters will have us some answers and the details for this upcoming week. Alexandria?
Thanks, Emma. Unfortunately, this upcoming week of weather doesn't necessarily feel like Thanksgiving weather, but let's start by looking at our local map. So we're staying in the mid-60s pretty much. We do have some cities reaching 70, such as Graham and Stephenville, but overall staying in the 60s. Of course, we've got Denton and 67. And looking at our regional map, once again, we're staying around the mid 60s to 70s. We do have some higher temperatures over in Austin at 76, Abilene at 74, and some lower temperatures up in Amarillo in Oklahoma City at 65. Let's go ahead and take a look at our 7-day forecast. So tomorrow we will have a high of 76, a low of 44, and a 20% chance of rain. On Thursday, we'll have a high of 71, a low of 42, and a 3% chance of rain. On Friday, we'll have a high of 71, a low of 46, and a 3% chance of rain. On Saturday, we'll have a high of 73, a low of 60, and a 4% chance of rain. And on Sunday, we'll be expecting some showers in the morning, a high of 75, a low of 59, and a 24% chance of rain. Next Monday, we'll have a high of 70, a low of 48, and a 58% chance of rain. And next Tuesday, we're looking at sunny skies, a high of 67, a low of 42, and a 6% chance of rain. So overall, we're staying in the 60s and 70s. We're not seeing those winter temperatures yet, but hopefully soon. That's all I have for you guys tonight on weather. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Alexandria. Isabel, I don't know about you, but during lunchtime, the hot and spicy McChicken has me racking up my reward points.
And you're so real, because I am a Chick-fil-A girly. And I heard there's a new list ranking the healthiest to least healthy, sandwiches in fast food. And our reporter, Marissa Bender, is live explaining the rankings. Marissa?
Thanks, guys. When I'm feeling hungry, nothing beats a good fast food sandwich. And although it is delicious, it makes me wonder, is it good for me? What do you guys think is the healthiest fast food sandwich? And what do you think is the unhealthiest fast food sandwich? I'll let you guys think about that, and I'll give you the answers after the break.
Thank you. From music to monkeys, yes, they're still on the loose in South Carolina. We have the latest on this monkey business.
And we have the image of a bigger animal on the loose in the DFW area. Keep it right here.
All right, look up here.
Sorry I didn't say her name. They put freaking Andre.
You're right, Mom. I have.
If you're trying to start your New Year's healthy kick early, the online magazine Hers just released their top 10 healthiest and unhealthiest fast food sandwiches. In the game, ntTV's Marissa Bender has the story.
Thanks, Isabel. The wait is over, and I now have the answers to the healthiest and unhealthiest fast food sandwiches. The top 5 healthiest sandwiches are the Sourdough Grilled Chicken Club sandwich from Jack in the Box, the New York Steamer sandwich and Cajun chicken sandwich from Firehouse Subs, the Deluxe sandwich from Chick-fil-A, and the Asagio Ranch Classic Chicken Club from Wendy's. In contrast to that, the top 5 from Burger King, the Classic Smash Jack sandwich from Jack in the Box, the Original Chicken Sandwich from Burger King, the Chicken Sandwich Classic from Popeyes, and the Crispy Grilled Cheese on Sourdough from Starbucks. Now, after hearing this list, you may wonder what makes one sandwich better from the others. Some main factors that help with healthiness are finding sandwiches that are high in protein, low in calories, trans fat, and net carbs. So next time you're getting a sandwich, make sure to do your research and look at the nutritional value beforehand. Well, that's all for me. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Marissa. Texas Parks and Wildlife Department are alerting Denton and Collin County residents to keep their eyes open for a mountain lion. Biologists first confirmed the panther sighting on October 27th in the Lake Dallas area. The cat was then caught on a camera a few days later in Frisco, near Lake Louisville. Officials believe that the juvenile male is simply passing through as it hopes to establish a home, so don't be alarmed. Experts are excited as seeing a cougar is unusual, and seeing the big cat a second time is even more rare.
Keeping up with the animal news, over a dozen monkeys are still on the run in South Carolina. They broke out of a research facility last week in what almost seemed like the plot of a movie. Officials say the employees of Alpha Genesis research facility slipped up, possibly on a banana, and did not secure the monkeys' enclosure. What happened next? 43 monkeys took off to nearby neighborhoods. Over the past week, officials ruined the monkey scheme by catching them one by one. And yesterday, they captured 5 of them, making the final score: monkeys caught, 30, and monkeys on the loose, 13. The small primates are still hoping for a comeback, considering they came from a medical research center, so we'll keep you posted.
Well, even though that enclosure may have not been secured, someone secured his 3rd NASCAR title Sunday night.
That's right, Emma. I wonder who took home the cup after that crazy championship run, and I bet our sports anchor Gabby Pippins has the answer. Gabby?
I sure do, but you're not getting the answer that easily. Stay with us to find out who took the NASCAR Cup Series title home and how the Star season is going. Plus, a look at our men's volleyball club when we come back. The NASCAR Cup Series Championship came to a close Sunday in the finale at Phoenix Raceway. This was one of the most anticipated Cup Series finales in years, with all the disqualifications and really close races. But Joey Logano didn't let the talk get to him. He maintained his same form from Las Vegas Motor Speedway by winning Stage 1 to set the bar high. From there, he led for 107 laps in the final race of the season, getting an edge up on William Byron by diving deep into the dogleg right here. Logano kept the lead and ended in, get this, 1st place to clinch his 3rd NASCAR Cup Series championship. This win gave Team Penske its 3rd major motorsports win in under a month and its 3rd consecutive NASCAR title. Logano shined despite the controversy with Alex Bowman's disqualification, and he says this season was, quote, truly special. And the Dallas Stars are still going strong with a 9-5 record, placing 5th in the Western Conference. They took on the Pittsburgh Penguins last night in a very goal-heavy game. Dallas kicked things off with a quick Matt Duchene wrist shot and Logan Stankoven's snapshot goal for a 2-0 lead. Just 2 minutes later, the Stars struck again with a Mason Marchment goal. Then Miro Heiskanen attacked with 2 back-to-back goals. The Stars are up 5-0 at this point, but hey, why not get another goal in the first period? That's exactly what Tyler Seguin thought, allowing Dallas to end the period 6-0. The Penguins didn't respond until over halfway through the second period, and the Stars made their victory even sweeter with a Wyatt Johnston goal for a 7-1 road win. This is the first time Dallas scored 6 first-period goals since 1971 when they were the Minnesota North Stars. And finally, we all know UNT has an extensive list of sports programs, both on and off campus. We have a lot going on with our official teams, but our clubs are also hard at work. ntTV's Landry Brady got the chance to speak with our men's volleyball club and see how their season is going.
The University of North Texas offers students the opportunity to compete in club sports. These teams practice, travel, and compete in various tournaments. While many teams have had success this season, the triumphant season for the UNT men's volleyball club definitely does not go unnoticed.
We have picked up here at the end. There's been some tournaments where we just do really, really bad, and then there's some tournaments and some games where we do really good, so it's just really a roller coaster depending on who I have and who I don't have.
The men's A team has played multiple tournaments this season. At their first 2 tournaments, they placed in the silver bracket. But at their most recent tournament, they placed 3rd overall in the gold bracket for the first time in several years.
This last weekend was super thrilling because we went undefeated in all of our sets leading up to the gold bracket placement. Our team was riding on a high, even though we weren't super happy with some of our plays that we did. The position that we held going into bracket had us feeling very good.
With just one tournament left this season, the team is hopeful for success because Nationals is just around the corner.
I really want to get in gold. Last tournament we got 3rd in gold. I would really like to be in that range again.
We've had a really positive season. We've done really well at our other traveling tournaments. I'm anticipating that this one should go similarly.
The boys compete in their final tournament this season at the end of November. It'll be the first tournament that counts towards Nationals, so hopefully the team will have a good set of games to start off on the right foot for their competitive tournaments next season. For North Texas Television, I'm Landry Brady.
That's all I've got for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Gabby. A South Carolina woman was shocked to find a slithering surprise behind her toilet. It happened in Columbia. Law enforcement trapped the ball python in a pillowcase, but it was unclear on where the snake came from. Officers believe that it was someone's pet from another apartment room in the building.
Well, Emma,
it sounds like a slithering surprise, just like they said. And, you know, there's one thing I don't want to find whenever I'm trying to use the restroom in the middle of the night, and that is a ball python.
I don't want to find one ever, personally.
Ball python, nothing. I don't do anything that slithers, crawls, critters, anything nasty. I can't do it. Thank you for watching ntTV's Nightly News.
Join us again tomorrow at noon and tomorrow evening at 6 right here on North Texas Television.